Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning September 11th. This week I am using the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Oops, sorry. So last week was interesting. The reading was interesting in itself. Basically, just make sure, as a summary of last week, just make sure that you're protecting yourself, that you're shielding yourself in your precious bubble that keeps out any additional negative stuff or any other people's stuff that you don't need, and just use your tools. So if you like meditation, meditate to get through any tough energy or any tough situations, or do yoga or journal or do art or whatever it is for you. The summary of that reading basically is just go back to your tools. Go back to the things that make you feel good. So, tuning into this week, it actually seems better. It seems like this week is going to be a good week. So, tomorrow is the anniversary of September 11th, 9/11, the day that the World Trade Centers went down. In New York City. So that's the day that changed the Northern Hemisphere and arguably the rest of the world forever. So tomorrow's energy is always kind of sad because, lots of people are still mourning that day. So if you do have an emotional day tomorrow, go back to your tools and just be grateful for the life that you have and all of the blessings and all of the lovely people in your life. On anniversaries of tragedies or any time, it's just really a good reminder to reflect back on all of the beautiful blessings that you have and all of the wonderful people in your life that are here and who love you, and how truly lucky you are to be on this planet and living life and to be interacting with all of the people that you have and all of the people who love you. So just showing them that you appreciate them. It's always a good time to reflect on that and do something nice for your parents or your kids or something like that. Living for the people who can't on this earth anymore. So anything else regarding this week? There is a slight twinge of anxiety. I actually heard stand-up yesterday that was talking about how we freak out when we have uncomfortable feelings like anxiety. We drug ourselves and we're looking for ways to decrease our anxiety, but anxiety is probably arguably the most human of emotions, and it's why we're here. If our ancestors didn't have anxiety, they didn't feel the threat and they didn't feel anxious or looking for ways to be safer, they would have died out a long time ago. So anxiety is okay. So yeah, sometimes it's uncomfortable. Most of the time it's uncomfortable. But if you feel anxious about anything, it's okay. Just try to ride through it and making sure that you're using your tools, or you're talking it out, or if you're dealing with making a decision that's making you a bit anxious, just make the decision and move forward. But that's really the only thing that I am feeling is a bit of anxiety in the chest. Nothing too extreme, nothing too heavy. So I think this week is going to be really good. The kids are back in school, so time to focus on yourself again, and work. Back to reality, I guess. So we have a little bit of a break, I feel like, this week. So it's good. So I'm going to pull 4 cards in total. One for the theme of the week, one for Monday, Tuesday, another for the middle, and one for the weekend. So what's the theme? Monday, Tuesday. Okay. That one wanted to come too. And this one. Wow, we have a lot of cards. For the mediums out there, for the people who see dead people or talk to dead people, or who are already in this line of work, I think you'll be getting lots of visitors this week. Lots of energies that want to tell their story. That just came up too. And if you have that mediumship ability where you do seem to come in contact with people who have crossed over, and whenever you're doing any sort of meditation or any sort of energy work, this week might be a bit of a busy week for you, which is, it's all good. Nothing scary is going to happen. And I mean, if you don't already have experiences with this kind of stuff, you're not going to wake up to a ghost walking around your house or anything like that. It's just for those people who are already open to all of this stuff. For those of us who know what we are and know our gifts, it might be a bit of a busy week. So again, going back to your tools, making sure that you are crossing over any earthbound spirits that come into your contact. And this obviously won't be relevant to everyone. So moving on. So the theme of this week is Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So the earth in this deck is about the physical world. So job, money, security, all of that stuff. So making sure that you are being smart with your money. So if you're being too frivolous and spending too much, it's time to start saving. Or if you're being too cautious with things, that you are holding back from the things that you need or the things that you actually want to do. So for example, say there's a course that you think will really benefit you in your life, but you don't want to take it because you don't want to spend the money. Now is probably the week to engage in that and to do that a little bit more. So the theme of this week is a good time to make those kinds of decisions. It's a good time to reevaluate the finances and go from there, making any future plans and everything like that. It just utilize this energy too. And if you do have anxieties surrounding money, it's a good week to tune into that because it is the theme, the earth theme. So the physical material things. For Monday, Tuesday, we have Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, and curious, challenging information, delays, or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. So beginning of the week and really just always be careful with the way that you deliver messages. Not everyone sees the world the same way that you do. We all have different personalities and different ways that we absorb information and that we take it in and that we want to receive information. Everyone is different. So just making sure that your intention every time you have to deliver anything comes from a place of love. And then if you don't know how to talk to someone, asking Archangel Gabriel to come in and assist you. Especially the beginning of this week with the anxiety that I'm feeling, it's very heightened on Monday, Tuesday specifically. So just maybe being extra cautious with the things that you're saying. If somebody you know that you can talk to openly and honest with, if you're going to talk to them this week, it might be a good time to reevaluate the way you talk to them. Just make sure that you know what you're walking into. Maybe they just got some bad news, or maybe they had a crappy sleep, or maybe something else is going on and they just might bite your head off if you deliver something in the wrong way. So always being cautious and delivering messages with love, and try to actually check in with yourself because the theme of this week is the material. Check in with yourself and say, is this real? Is what I'm thinking, is what I'm experiencing actually happening, or is it just my perceptions? It's a good time to check into that as well. And check back with your own truth. And does it ring true for you, or is this someone else's? So for the middle of the week, we have Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So fire is about passion. And this is an ace card, so it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's the beginning of a journey. So this is awesome. Middle of the week, something might come up for some of you. Some of you, it will be a new job. Some of you, it's love relationship. Not really. Some, it'll be like a new love relationship, but some of you, it will be like a new blooming in a relationship. But I'm feeling like for the most of us, this is a career opportunity. So perhaps someone enters your life who can help you with your business or your career, somebody who wants to kind of take you on as a mentee and mentor you so that you can progress in your business. So, sorry, I'm just plugging in my computer here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, plugging in the computer, we're good to go. So, Ace of Fire. pay attention to any new opportunities that come up to you. These may be passion projects, anything that makes you feel good. If it feels good, it generally is good. So just being open-minded to all of that stuff. If you have been thinking about making a career change, the middle of the week gives you the energy to tap into it, into solutions, into creative solutions. So again, checking in with yourself in reality. So are you actually stuck, or are you making yourself stuck by thinking that there's only one way to do things? So end of week, we have 2 of fire. This is going along what I've said. You've come to your own. New partners or contracts continue to move forward. So these folks have met up to go on a business venture or a quest and help out each other. So someone at the end of the week, this goes hand in hand with this, will be entering your life to help you out. So this could also be a loved one, a parent, anybody who, I want to take the kids off your hands so that you can get some work done or whatever it is. Just be open to the help that people want to provide you. And sometimes it's good to compromise, but it's also good to stand in your power. So just finding a balance between standing in what you believe in and knowing when, okay, I'm actually just being stubborn here and this is a better idea. So being open to those partnerships, but also honoring your truth within yourself and utilizing those relationships to move forward. So if somebody does come in towards the end of the week or the middle of the week and offers you the job or something like that, being grateful and taking the opportunity, but also honoring yourself and checking in if what they're offering you is actually something that you're interested in. Anything more with that? Yes, just make sure that you try to weed through the anxiety, because the anxiety is all, seems like it's mind driven, and that the mind, so the mind is kind of controlling this anxiety. So it might almost be like an intellectual way of getting through it by really talking to yourself about reality. No, that's not actually true. This is how it actually is. No, you're being ridiculous. No, you're making something out of nothing. That kind of thing. So, yeah. And also checking in with your gut, but also your head when you meet someone. If you meet someone to help you out, this could lead into the next few weeks, because obviously this is a general reading, so it's not the exact same for everyone, but it's along the same lines. So nurture those relationships, especially next week, next weekend. If you have time to have a date night or to just have some one-on-one time with a really good friend or something like that, definitely take advantage, because I think that will also help the passion piece and help you to let go a little bit of all of this stuff that you are perpetuating in your mind. Anything else? No. Okay, so moving on to the other cards that popped out. These are just kind of additional messages. So 7 of air, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So this is not seeing the forest for the trees. So this is kind of making up your own reality of what's actually happening, and going along with our theme of checking in with reality. Are the plans that I'm making actually relevant? Will they actually help me? Will I be able to actually leave this job in the time frame that I'm saying? Am I actually stuck? So some people are about to do something, take an action. Maybe you're so sick of your job, you're just going to quit, or you're just going to break up with your love partner and move on. It may be a time for revising those kinds of actions, those kinds of decisions, until you've collected all of the information and you get out of your own filter on how you see the world. Because you do see the world through a filter, we all do. And sometimes that prevents us from seeing reality. So 2 of earth, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So again, with all of these, very serious card. These mental cards are always quite serious. Having fun with it and having a sense of humor. Again, in the beginning, I talked about how it's always a good time to check in with yourself and just be grateful when there's a tragedy that's happened externally. Pray for those people and the people who have lost. But then also, you know, that's a good reality check for you. And am I treating my parents the way that they should be treated? Am I abusing the sanctity of my marriage? Am I being fair to the people in my life? So there is a lot going on this week, as the card says. So not taking out the things that don't serve you anymore so that you can make room and add all of the other stuff, all of the passion projects, all of the time that you need to nurture your relationship. You're not superhuman. You need downtime, you have to work, you have to take care of your life and your relationships. And it's a good time to kind of figure out what that actually is without making super rash decisions, but just taking an inventory on your current state. So these cards are kind of contradictory. This one's talking about more going on than meets the eye. This is poor timing. And then the Two of Earth is talking about the need to make a decision. So if you do feel like you have come to a decision this week, perhaps wait on acting on it. Sit and think about it for a little while. Stew about it. Meditate on it. Sit with it before you actually take action, is my advice. Sometimes when we make rash decisions, we end up regretting them later. But I think with the combination of everything, these two cards together would tell me that, yeah, you might think that you're ready to take action, but this is telling you that there's more going on than you actually realize, that you're not actually seeing things the way that they should be seen. So you can make the decision, but wait on acting on it. Anything else? I hope that you guys engaged Archangel Michael last week for assistance or anything like that. This week, again, would be a really great time to connect with him again. Always ask him for protection, ask him for assistance, and ask the angels to help you make your decisions or to see reality and to shed those filters, even if it's just in a dream or something like that. Truly try to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Yeah. Even if you need help trying to learn how to be grateful, because a lot of people don't actually know what gratitude feels like fully immerse yourself in the role of someone who has lost whatever it is that you are taking for granted. If you know that you're carrying around a lot of resentment towards someone or something, put yourself in the shoes of someone who doesn't have that, so that you can truly see if you're okay with that or if you are taking advantage of that person or situation. So I hope that this makes sense, and I hope that you all have a fantastic week ahead, filled with lots of introspection and meditation and exciting new career and love opportunities. And if you would like a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at KatieHunt.ca. I am so grateful that you're watching. So if you liked it, please like it and share if you know someone who could benefit from this message. And I hope that you have a great week. Sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.